with that, I'm going to take us to the highlights. We'll take your instant reaction and analysis here in a moment. But, hey, let's take a look, show you what happened in this game, Michigan versus Cincinnati from the Big House. Let's take a look. All right, we are right in the beginning. Spate under center, steps back to pass, looking downtown, finds Kakoa Crawford for a touchdown. Michigan up 7 early, and it looks like, Lena, they're going to cruise from here. I was pretty confident after this one, especially after this play. Steps up in the pocket, Cincinnati's quarterback, Tyree Cannell with the pick, and he is going to take it to the house. Michigan up 14 early, as I said. I feel like they're going to crush this point, but a few plays later, we have a little bit of a Michigan error here. Cincinnati's punting. It's going to go off the leg of a Michigan blocker as Donovan Peoples-Jones is just trying to wave it off here. This is one of 2 big mental errors in the beginning of the game for Michigan. Another one, a jet sweep we're going to show you just here in a moment. So we've got the jet sweep here. Kakoa Crawford drops the ball, and I'm like, this is just a sloppy game at this point. I think Michigan's going to take off, and they just don't happen. We're going to skip ahead to the 3rd quarter here, and this is when it gets a little bit dicey here. You know, Bearcats looking to cut the lead. They do. They cut it to 3, more with the touchdown pass to Lewis. Bearcats are keeping it interesting late. We're going to jump to the 4th now. Cincinnati can make it interesting here, but coming up short, look at this guy. See, he kind of short arms this pass here. That could have made it a huge game. They could have cut it down to 1 possession late in the game. I'll tell you what, Michigan holds on. There was a punt for Cincinnati over their head that Michigan got a safety late in the game. But this game was a lot closer than 36-14. Very disappointing performance all around, mostly by Will Spate. The defense was struggling. The special teams looked rudimentary. I would just say for a 36-14 game, this was as rudimentary as I've seen a Michigan football team play in the Jim Harbaugh era. I mean, this was a Rich Rodriguez or Brady Hope style of game where you're playing an outmatched opponent, a team that shouldn't even be within 50 points, a 33-point spread, and they're going to cut it to 36-14. I mean, let's take a look at these stats here. Wilton Spate, had a decent game on the stat sheet. If you watch the game, you were not confident with his performance. 17 of 29 for 221 yards, 2 touchdowns. The man of the day on the offense, back-to-back weeks, Ty Isaac, 133 yards on 20 carries. He's your starting running back now, taking over from Chris Evans, who only got 5 carries and 15 yards today. I don't know what's happened to Chris Evans. He's not hurt. He's getting carries. He's just not productive. He had 20 carries last week, Evans did, and did nothing with them. Only 5 today. And then some decent performance out of the wide receivers. Kakoa Crawford, Grant Perry. Not much out of Tariq Black, 4 catches for 11 yards, but Crawford with 4 catches and 83. Perry with 4 for 66. Both those guys had a touchdown.